Hey guys, today I will start integration for my students. Okay, so integration is a very important and lengthy part of calculus of class 12. Many students or teachers think it's a difficult topic, but trust me, it's not difficult compared to other chapters. Okay, it's just a matter of 30 formulas and some trigonometric manipulation. If you are good at these two things, then you will also find integration is easy. Why? Because in integration questions, you don't have to draw any diagram. You don't have to make the equations. Equations are already provided to you. You just need to find out which one is appropriate formula to be used, and you must be good at trigonometric manipulation. That formulas that I will explain you, which are useful from your class 11th. If you are good at it, you are good to go and you will love this topic. Today I will introduce you only 10 of the formulas, and slowly as we will move on, we will get to know more formulas. So first thing, what is integration? Integration is inverse of differentiation, or we can say antiderivative. Okay, inverse means if suppose you differentiate sin x with respect to x, you get cos x. Correct? If I integrate cos x, what I should get is sin x. So it is just inverse. In every formula you can see that. If I take derivative of cos x, derivative is minus sin x. You know that. So integration of minus sin x will be cos x. So without confusing you, let me start the formulas. The only thing is, in every integration formula, this is the symbol of integration where we have this stretched s and dx. You can't skip dx. Dx means with respect to x we are integrating, and in answer the c is included, a constant. What is the reason of c? I will explain you after a while. So that is how we show the integration. The first formula is, please write down in your formula notebook, x raised to power n dx. Integration is x raised to power n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus c. Second is integration of 1 is x plus c. Remember, it's very useful formula. Integration of 1 is x. Now integration of cos x is a sin x plus a c. Please write down this. The integration of sin x is minus cos x plus c. Now we will see integration of sec square x. See, by now you know I have told you that integration is inverse of derivative. So that means we have to think of a function for which derivative is sec square x, and that function is tan x. So integration of sec square is tan x plus c. Right? Because if I differentiate tan x, I will get sec square. That's why sec square's integration is tan x. Next, integration of cosec square x dx is minus of cot x plus c. Then integration of sec x is sec x into tan x dx is sec x plus c. Okay. Then integration of cosec x into cot x is minus cosec x plus c. And ninth formula is 1 by x dx is equal to log of mod of x plus c. I hope you have written all the formulas, guys. Now there is one last formula for today that I wanted to tell you is here. Please write down that formula is integration of e raised to power x dx is ex. So this is your 10th formula for today's list. Now I am going to solve some example questions from NCERT book, which will help you to solve the exercise. Okay. The first example which is given in your book is this. They are saying find integration of cos of 2x dx. So whenever you start solution, you think which formula can we apply? we know integration of cos x is what? Minus of, plus of sin x plus c. This is the integration of cos x. Okay, so here is cos 2x. So answer will be sin 2x, because instead of x there is 2x, so we will use 2x plus c. Only thing you have to be careful, guys, whenever there is a coefficient with x, that coefficient is divided in case of integration. This you have to keep in mind, and we will use it in almost every question 100 200 times, so I think it will sit in your brain. Okay, and don't forget this c, it's important part of the answer. So integration of cos 2x is sin 2x by 2 plus c. Let's see second example, guys, which is given integration of, you have to find 3x square plus 4x cube dx. Okay, so how to solve this question is, whenever there is a x raised to power, so I will look for a n formula. N formula is this: x raised to power n is equal to x raised to power n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus c. This is n formula for integration, mostly used formula. So here I will apply it. Okay, what is n in this case? In this case n is 2. What is n in this case? N is 3, guys. Okay, so now if I apply the formula, so what will I get? 3. Okay, and this should be my answer. So x raised to power 2 plus 1 by 2 plus 1. See, when I am doing integration, you don't have to write this sign anymore, because I have integrated it. Plus 4, n is 3. Here n is 3. So it will be 3 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 plus c. Okay, let me simplify a little bit. It will be 3 x raised to power 3 by 3, 4 x raised to power 4 by 4 plus c. Now 3 3 cancel, 4 and 4 cancel. So what will be my answer? X cube plus x4 plus c. Understood? Now let's do third example. They have written 1 by x dx. So what many students will do, I will tell you, they will make it this, and that n formula they will try to fit n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus c, because this is the formula which is applicable for n is equal to maybe positive or maybe negative or maybe fractional. For all values of n, this formula is valid, but not when n is minus 1. Means whenever this is the case, you can't use n formula. If it is minus 2, minus 5 power, or it is plus 5, plus 6, plus 10, or it is fractional power, means it is minus 3 by 2, 4 by 2, or minus 7 by 8, we can use. Only this formula is not useful here. Okay, so what is the formula, guys? I hope you remember. I just gave you this formula. 1 by x dx is this. Okay, don't forget it. So this is direct formula will be log of mod of x plus c. So for this question, this is the answer. Okay, let's do next example. So you have example number 2, first part, which you can find on page number 295, guys. This is your page number. Okay, so first example is given. It is x cube minus 1 by x square dx. Okay, so what should I do? First, let me simplify a little bit if I can. So I will write x cube by x square minus 1 by x square dx. Correct? Okay, so let me simplify a little bit more. This power will cancel, x minus x raised to power minus 2 dx. Okay, now you see here is power 1 and here is power 2. See, here n is 1 and here is n minus 2. So can I use n formula here? Yes, I will go ahead and use n formula for this problem. Okay, so what is the formula? X raised to power n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus c. Here there are two terms, guys. First term and second term. For both term there is no need to write cc separate. We can write it for one term only. Okay, so x raised to power 1 plus 1 by 1 plus 1 minus x raised to power minus 2 plus 1 minus 2 plus 1 plus c. So only one c is written. If there are 2 terms, 3 terms, 5 terms, only one is written. So what I am getting here is equal to x square by 2 minus, I am getting x minus 1 by, this is what, minus 1 plus c. Okay, now this minus and this minus will become plus. Perfect. Now what will I get, guys? X square by 2 plus this x raised to power minus 1, can I write 1 by x plus c. So this is my final answer for this question. I hope you got it. See you in next video. Bye, guys.